Welcome to another episode of the Oxygen Not Included series. And as I discussed in the last video that I put out, there's been an update, and apparently they have given us a notice about how it will affect our saves. So we knew about this. This won't really apply to us. Hopefully we get fish soon. And that'll just change how they define if they're confined, and they're easier to feed. And then they've added a checkpoint to this guy, but we don't have one of those in here, so none of this really affects us in this particular save. It was yelling at me for not having the right research station, but we need to get Max's bed built, which is what we have in the works here. Oh no, I have that for gas flow probably. Do we have that researched? Probably not. Oh, we do! So I might start putting my airflow tiles in. A lot of these places it won't matter, but it can't hurt to get them started. I'm gonna leave that guy. Get them in the bedroom so that the carbon dioxide can flow out. Going to put a little barrier here for now, because one of the places that dupes seem to pee the most is in their rooms, so I want a little barrier there just in case. So we decide what to do with this. I do think I was going with the park, so we'll see. Gonna have to give this guy a lot of digging tasks because he needs a skill point to get into this, and he's only like halfway through, which is a bit unfortunate. Okay, there's a shine bug in this room, which is fine because this is the dupe who needs a bed with light. Let's get this guy high priority so that I can remove this particular ladder. Oh, we're gonna need... Oh man, do we have any kind of automation? No. So I'm gonna swap that there. I'm going to try to remember we were working on the insulated tiles. Don't remember why we were doing that so early, but probably just because of the warmer biomes that we're up against and the starting area being smaller on the starting asteroids. So it's probably why I was doing that. It looks like I tried to see when the last episode came out, and I think it was before October. I don't know why and how that ended up happening, but it has been a little bit since I've done this series, which is too bad because I am very excited about it. But I do need to get this hooked up to some kind of automation. Oh, that means we're gonna need a different thing first. We're going to need the refining thing. This guy. So first this, then the automation. Okay. So this is going to be drawing quite a bit of power, which is a little inconvenient. But it'll have to do for now. Alright, so we got our supercomputer space ready. Let's grab that wire. Oh, and we've completed some of the research. So we're going to get this built. I've got Max his new room with the light on it. But we do want to get that automation done soon, so we can make it not run all of the time. Alright, I'm going to use this very temporarily in this spot so that we can get some refined copper built up. Let's get this stuff swept up. Alright, so I'm starting to dig out this area here, and I want to be really careful about how I go about this. This area doesn't have any Slimelung in it, but we do want to be quite careful with how we progress. Otherwise we'll get Slimelung all over in the base, and we really don't want to do that. So what I'm going to use is the fact that dupes can build at a diagonal to help us out here. And what I'm going to do is build these two blocks, which will press all of the gas here, and then as I progress, I will remove the block and add a new one here. So I continue to build at that diagonal, and it will destroy the gas, and it will keep it from getting into our base. And that's also how I'm going to be trying to deal with the Slimelung here. I'm going to be trying to dig it so that it falls into water so that we don't release those germs. If we are careful about it, we should be able to tackle this whole area and not release a single germ. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do because I think it's an interesting challenge, and just because I don't like dealing with Slimelung. Oh, what achievement did we get? Ah! Hatch a new critter morph from an egg. I believe I have a sage hatch here, but I believe it's probably this fish. Yeah. So these guys will lay a different type of fish depending on the temperature they're in. So this just kind of naturally happened over here. I'm going to finish up getting this insulated tile, and then I think I'm going to get the deodorizer just so I can get that built here. For some reason I'm in like tutorial mode, so I feel bad that it's like going all over the place, but I have to keep reminding myself that this one's a let's play and I don't need to keep it super organized like the last time I did one of these series. Okay, so the best that we have for an option right now for the automation here is a dupe sensor. So we're going to just set that there and a little wire between them. And so if this detects a dupe, it'll turn the light on. So if it sees that there's someone sleeping here, the light will turn on. It will turn on as people run through, which is a little inconvenient. That's why I kind of prefer the cycle sensor, but I don't want to research that right now. Let's check our blueprints. We could probably take on another person, but I don't feel like I'm waiting around much. So, unless something's super good, ranching wouldn't be a bad idea. Operating is also pretty decent. Don't really need a 12 decorating. Small bladder. Yeah, this person's not bad. We would certainly get... It'd be nice to have someone who cooks and stuff. But, yeah, I'm just gonna print this one for this cycle. Just a couple more cycles until the next one, so... Extra oxygen is always good. Wow, that was quite the chore to get them to do a very simple sweep task. I don't know why they did not want to do that. Ended up having to make it a move it task instead of a sweep task. I had everybody's priorities set really high on tidying, because I think that's what sweeping is. I also had, yeah, sweep. I also had storing high, and let's see if I can just get this back to normal. They weren't doing it. So I did a move it command and set that to a high priority, and they finally did it. So let's see which one we got here. Ah, we automated. So our dupe sensor is now working. When it doesn't see anybody, it turns us off. So that's good. All right, I'm gonna do a temporary water lock here. Enable auto bottle. I'm going to do a weak version of the water lock because I don't want any of this polluted oxygen coming over here before I can clean it up with the thing I should be oh no, that's still researching. This guy, the deodorizer. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water here. It works as a way to stop airflow. Usually I don't like the one corner block just because, one, it doesn't make much logical sense that it should work, but it's just not very safe. Like if something causes the water to go away, say a dupe's carrying something really hot, and it evaporates the water, then your water lock's gone, which is why I prefer having the proper T-shape of water here, but it's temporary. It's just so that I can keep polluted oxygen out. It's not the biggest problem in the world if I did let it in, so that's why I'm alright using the weaker version of it. Let's get a high priority so we're not waiting too long. And then I'm going to work my way down and work from the bottom up on clearing this out. I want to get liquid across the bottom of this area, and then I can start dropping the slime down into it, and that will stop the Slimelung from entering the air. So we have our water lock here. Now gases won't transfer. Take this guy down. Could probably do a regular sandstone ladder here. And then after that I'm going to start using sedimentary rock just because that's what's going to be close for their work. What do we have here? Ooh. Power Brunch Blazer. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. Neat. Nifty. Alright, we're changing up some outfits just because I like to give them outfits that make kind of sense for what they're doing. The researcher. gonna pretend this is like a lab coat with lots of pockets. So that's why we're going with this one for Bella. As much as I love changing the outfits. There's something about being able to see where their legs join on this little bean body that I really dislike. That's why I like the black pants. You just, what's happening here? You can't tell. And that's fine. But there's something about the lighter colors that really bring attention to like the bean body shape. I just don't like it. Have to put Mango in purple. Doesn't have anything to do with the job. Just Mango likes purple. So that's what we're putting Mango in. Ta-da! Beautiful outfit for Mango. If you want one of the dupes named after you, you could check out my Patreon down below, and there's a place there where you can submit your name to be put into the games that we have on the channel. When it comes to giving commands for digging the slime out to land in the water, you have to be very careful about it, because if I was to tell them to dig up both of these, there's a high chance they dig the top one first, and that slime would be then sitting outside of the water, and it would immediately start polluting the air around it. But by having it the slower one, we can make sure that it immediately falls down into the water. You also don't want to dig up, say, this was algae and then the slime. You wouldn't want to give both the commands, because they'd probably dig the slime first and it would just sit on the algae. So we want to dig out everything around it and then drop the slime. You got to be really careful about doing it if you want to try to clear out one of these without releasing the Slimelung. So we just had one of the slimes dig up, and as you can see, we're still safe. And that is why we're doing it the way we are doing it. Do we have research going? We should, right? Yeah. Okay. I just have to keep checking. We have a skill point to give to, 3 of the people. So Max is our construction, so we'll do advanced construction, digger. I'm so excited about that. Now we can get that corner of that room done. Researcher. Let's go up the research tree before going into the astronomy. The reason I'm wanting to clear out this particular biome here is because I plan to have like a spine here. So I'm going to have my dupes going through this area a lot. So I'd rather just get it kind of cleared out before I start doing any kind of major building over here, having them run around in it a lot. Alright, go ahead and open up that. I'm trying to consolidate all of the liquid so that we can make sure that we have enough water on all the layers to make sure that it's not too shallow, because if it's too shallow, then the slime can still off-gas, which will then cause the Slimelung to be spread. Let's check our blueprints. Ooh, mucker would be really nice. Don't really want bottomless stomachs. Certainly don't want noodle arms. Having a high-level rocketry is nice, though. But that noodle arm, though. So I guess we'll go with the food. Kind of curious what Bella is doing here. Do I have something messed up? Not that I'm seeing. She should be prioritizing this. Building priority is high. Did I mess something up? Oh, because this is still left high. Okay. That must be what it is. I was like, building is behind research. There's no reason this should be happening. I forgot to take down the tidy. That makes more sense. I'm like, she was flying through research before. What is happening? Good. That makes much more sense. At least things were getting built fast. There we go. That's how that should have worked. Finally, research done. Let's get this done. Someone's feeling a little stressed. Who is it? Yeah, that makes sense. He's having to go into the water down here to dig out stuff. So he's gonna not be happy about that, which is fair. Oh, have I? Priorities. Have I turned on proximity? Yeah. Let's enable that. I find it to be really useful. Alright, now we have liquid all the way across this biome. So now I should be able to... Oh wait, I really didn't want you to build this. Ugh. Let's see. The only one that's, I guess these 3 are going to be problems. Let's cancel that. Deconstruct these guys. There's no slime above these portions, so I don't actually need to worry about the needing water directly underneath the slime. So these guys can actually stay. What? Oh my god. No! I've been concentrating over there too hard. I should have checked on this sooner. Honestly, I should get around to making the bathroom. God, everyone's gonna have to go through that pee to go outside. That really sucks to be them. At least it wasn't a contained spot, I guess. And it helped make me a proper waterlock. Research complete. So the next thing I want to do... That's a good question. What do I want to do next? Probably work towards bathroom stuff, right? Or power. Power would be not a bad idea. Let's work on the water stuff right now since we're cleaning out where the power system's going to go. So I'm going to work on the water sieve next. Who has a skill? Mango! Let's go with the electrical engineering. Our ultimate goal is to get to our auto sweepers, and that's what Mango will be in charge of doing. Let's check our blueprints. Curative tablet, interesting. That's annoying. That's annoying. Sewer's interesting, but can't dig. It's not ideal. God, everything about this dupe is nice except for the food. Yeah, so bottomless stomach eats 150%, I think. I think they eat 500 more per cycle. Yeah, it's too early game for that, I think. So we're just gonna take the curative tablets. What do we get? Oh, some of the plumbing. Good. I think that's how this is supposed to go, right? Hopefully. If you need to be able to zoom out and look at more or hide your HUD, it is Alt-S for screenshot mode. That looks like the right mirror. Okay, I think that's right. Just starting to plan ahead now that we're getting kind of close to having this biome cleared out. I had a little heart attack there for a second. I thought that was slime, and I was like, I messed up. No, just algae. It's fine. It can sit there. Just slime can't be out of water. Forgot we finished researching these installation tiles, so I should probably put those here while we're at it. Alright, so now that we have this blocked off, we only have one more piece of slime to dig up, and we will have completely removed the slime from this biome, at least from here up. So we'll be able to work on it, and now that I have the water here, I can start blocking this off. And then I will use one of these guys to purify the polluted oxygen before removing this water lock. Hey, I missed it, but the final piece of slime has been removed. So that is how you clear out one of these without letting the Slimelung out everywhere. You can easily dig out all of this down here, which I might do. I might wait. The only thing you need to be concerned about is like this slime right here. If the water level drops by digging out this lower area, it will be able to off-gas, which will then put in the Slimelung. Eventually we'll have to consolidate the slime into an area, but I don't want to do that until we have our water going, so that we can have sinks here, so they're not bringing in the Slimelung on their hands and stuff. It's not as big of a problem when it's on the body, it's when they breathe it that's the problem. But I still like to keep it contained if I could help it. Alright, they finished that research. We're going to go into that bit of research. I'm going to start converting this area into insulation, which is going to be a chore. Just because this door doesn't block airflow, as you can see with this grate here. And I also don't want to let in just a ton of this gas into here. So what I'm going to have to do is what I'm doing here. I'm going to have to block it from the outside, and then from the inside convert the tiles, and then I can remove these guys. Oh no. DJ is stuck. Let's see if we can get him helped quickly here. I was like, why is he picking stuff up? That's an odd decision. At least he can breathe out here. He won't like it, but he can breathe, so he's not going to suffocate, but he won't be able to eat or do anything inside the base. So let's get him out, if we can help it. Where did all that liquid... Oh, maybe the bottle opener? Not entirely sure where all this water just came from. That'll be interesting to watch back. Is it Jeremy? No. That's unfortunate. I do not want this all in here. Oh, was there a little pocket right here? Oh no. It's a little inconvenient. Is that going to be a problem? I don't think so. If we just have normal water across the top of it, I don't think it'll off gas, which would be the concern about having polluted water in your water lock. But if we just cover it with regular water, that should be fine. I think. I have decided to deconstruct, drop the polluted water that was in this spot here, and then rebuild my tile. Once this gets mopped up, we can put the normal water in. I just didn't want to risk it being a problem. I am aware of this. I am concerned about it. Don't worry. Oh, thank God. I've been slowly adding more mealwood over here. So starting to be a bit concerned. But we're good. We're getting some mealwood. Going off of the fact that we're struggling with food, as much as I'd like to take this stoop, we're gonna go with this. Now that I have polluted water everywhere, I'm starting to plan where things are gonna go for the water purifying area, so that I can get those bottles emptied somewhere. So we're gonna need one of those there. Might as well get one of these in here. Gonna need a lot of power everywhere. Like so. And like that. And then I'll have a water pump here. This will be where we put our polluted water. It'll be where the excess from the loot goes. Is into here. Let's say polluted water, sleep only. Thank you. So yeah, we got the insulation wall built up here, and we're continuing that around. I don't know if this is the lowest part of the base, but for now it is, so I'm going to insulate it since this is a warmer section of the map. We got this all cleared out, and without getting any Slimelung, which I am very pleased with. Starting to plan stuff. Planning that this is going to be the kitchen. I'm going to end up moving the ration box down in here. Or fridges, probably. So then they can grab stuff from here. And then go straight over. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. We've got quite a bit of the base extended. Getting some plans done. I'm going to want to get over here done soon. Mostly so I can get this guy built so that I could copy these settings there. I don't like setting up settings with these guys ahead of time because I use the I click all to drop everything out of it until we have the special automated storages. And so I like to have 2 copies of those so I don't have to reset it up. So I want to get the other one of these set up on the opposite side. The reason I have them there is so that stuff that they build on the outside can be dropped off here, and once we have the exosuits, they won't have to go past the suit to pick up stuff here, so it's just kind of having the storage in 2 places for convenience. So yeah, that was quite the useful episode. A long one. Hopefully it doesn't edit up to be too long, but we'll see. So if you guys have enjoyed it, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.